can't get in here. Welcome to the aftermath of the Chilling Rain poll. If you're coming here, it's probably from the video itself. So this is where I organize everything. And I'm watching Leon Hart on YouTube right now to help the time go by faster. So, I'm gonna take over here now. This is gonna be my voiceover. This is the most tedious yet the most rewarding part of completing a set. Right now I'm doing the math. I was multiplying, I think it was 183 or something, divided by 9 for each sectional divider, which came out to 22 pages, if that was the correct math. Either way, it was 22 pages for the set, and what I'm doing here is I'm separating all the energy cards. One, it's a good way to reuse all the excess energy cards, and two, it's a good divider if you have multiple sets in a binder until you can get another binder for this individual master set. And then what I do is for the middle piece, I just use 2 copies and flip them inside out so it's the Pokemon card logo. It doesn't matter what order you want to do it in, as long as you just have all the energies. It was just a cool thing that I discovered. So then I'm counting here, and then I'm going all the way to the after the 22nd page to the 23rd page, and I'm just putting some random inserts just to let me know that this is where the set ends. I used to do it by ordering numbers like 1 through 10, 11 through 19, 20 through 29, but then I realized that most sets are the same way, where they start off with the leaf energy first, and then usually like the water, and then the electric, and you'll always notice that certain energies, certain type of cards are always going to be organized into the same specific number. So the greens are always going to be like 1 through 11, maybe 12 or 13 at the very most, and then it goes into the next one. Now this is very therapeutic for me, and it's just very stress-free because you're just organizing and you're just color coding, and it is really nice. It is annoying because it does get really messy and the cards start to kind of pile over and they just overflow into each other, so it is nice to just kind of refresh it and just, you know, just touch it up a bit as you go. And as you can tell, I think this was about an hour worth of work. Of course, I sped everything up for your convenience, but this is how I do master sets. So because this is my first time opening Chilling Rain, these are all the cards. So first I'll do all the regular cards, and this is where I am ready to go. So now this is the easy part. You just go through every single type of card, and you can just, as soon as you have a card slot, it makes it easier to know, alright, I have like 8 copies of this card, so you can just discard those to the side and then just move them over. And it makes it so much easier to know what you have and what you don't have. And in the long run, the sooner you do this, once you open up a new pack or an ETB or another booster box or anything, you can just organize them and you can go through and look at what you need. So once you organize everything into green, you can go look and be like, oh, I'm missing like 5 specific leaf cards. So now it makes it easier for you to get what you need. And it really is fun. It doesn't take too long. It is very tedious at the very beginning when you start a new set, but if you're opening up a pack here, a pack there, it makes it so much easier just to fill in what you don't have. Now what I started doing is all my reverse holos I put into their own pile, because what I do is I take out the normal cards and I replace them with the reverse holo. Ultimately, my goal is to have the master set, and then if I can, I would like to have the master set in all holos and reverse holos, but that is just an extra bonus, not something that's necessary, but it's an extra challenge if you want to do that. So I would challenge you to try and do the reverse holos. It makes it that much more exciting, so when you get a reverse holo, or sometimes you even get a reverse holo before you actually pull the regular uncommon, so it is a way to do it. You'll notice that the dark types and the steel types are always going to be the ones that are in lower numbers, so I think those are usually the more uncommon ones. The grass and the electric and water are pretty common. It is really nice to open something up for the first time and have almost the entire page full, but then there's a lot of times where you might only have like 2 or 3 cards per page. And it's kind of frustrating, but it's kind of cool because it lets you know, like, alright, like I have a lot left to do still. I do have both ETBs pre-ordered, so I will be picking those up, I believe, next week on the 19th once they come out. And I will do an opening for those. My friend Nick and I are going to open those again together. We'll do an ETB each, and then I'll probably get another booster box sometime later down the road, maybe once everything settles down a bit. tell right there, you can see the cards. So now I believe I'm doing all the rares, so all the VMAX pulls I got and everything in that video. And of course, you know, you don't have repeats of those, so that does it there. And then I just had to count at the very end. And now I move on to the reverse hollows. So this makes it pretty easy too, because you can just narrow it down to like all the greens, all the blues, all the blacks, purples, everything. And then that way you can just go right to the page and then just switch in, you know, all the reverse hollows. And then what I started doing is if I have more than one reverse hollow, I just put it behind the back of that card. And that way if I need it, like, you know, if I'm trying to sell it or trade it, then I have it there and I don't have to go through the entire stock of bulk in order to find my reverse hollows. I actually started collecting my reverse hollows and putting them in a binder on their own behind the regular hollows. That way if I ever want to sell, you know, like a pack of something, like a pack of, you know, 100 cards, uncommon, common, and hollows and stuff, then I know where to pull from. Because those are cards that might not mean anything to me, but they might add a little more value if you're doing that. So here you'll see I just pop out a lot of these non-hollow commons and then switch them out for the reverse hollows. It makes your master set look that much prettier. It really does, and I really love it. Even the trainer cards look really pretty. This is something I've never done before until I think after Vivid Voltage I started switching them out. It just looks really pretty. So this is everything basically. You can see I've got a decent amount of it done. And then I'm just organizing there. I don't believe I've seen this done anywhere else with the energies, so you know, and you can see that's all what's left over after I already organized everything I had. And then that was my promo card. As always, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to watch the Chilling Reign booster box pull and check out the other videos at the end, and I'll see you next time.